Mr. Land, it says on your corporation's website that you have a live in-cab monitor feed of truck drivers and that employers who use your product can access months of footage. And I just want to understand specifically what that means, so I have 2 yes or no questions. For the entire time an employee is driving a truck, if their company is using your technology, those drivers are recorded from head to knee level. Is that correct?
Thank you for the question. That is not correct. Depends on the installation of the camera. It depends on the settings of the customer, both the employer and the driver, on how the privacy is handled inside the vehicle. And privacy is designed into the system to protect for those types of situations.
To protect for what kinds of situations? I'm just asking, you're recording the driver?
When the camera is turned on, then
right.
Yes, we're recording the driver in accordance to the settings that the driver and the employee have set for.
Got it. And so do any companies set it so that they're being recorded for the entire time they drive?
It is possible.
It's possible that they could record them the whole time they drive.
It is possible to do that.
Understood.
Yes. I would say that it's very uncommon. It's cost prohibitive to do that.
Got it. But a corporation could monitor them the entire time they drive. And then the second question, according to a Canadian arbitrator, those recordings don't just capture the drive itself, but in at least some cases could capture 15 minutes after the vehicle has stopped. Is that correct?
Also here, this depends on the setting, but we do enable recording a little bit after the vehicle has come to stop, because often safety is particularly important as the worker leaves the vehicle and does work in the job site. So we do enable behind settings that the employer and driver agree on.
So the employer could record continuously for the full drive, and there are instances, as you mentioned, of recording afterwards.
Yes,
so I just want to ask about a couple of potential examples. So again, I understand that I want AI to help us be more safe. But what I want to understand is, in an example of a driver driving for hours, misses a call from his doctor, stops his truck, and immediately returns that call, could a employer's settings record that conversation with the doctor? If they're in the cab, they park the car, they call their doctor.
Depending on the settings.
It sounds like the answer is that it is very much possible, right?
The aim of the technology is really to improve safety.
I understand the aim. I'm asking about a very quick question, which is, can you say here that they would record the doctor's call if the settings are that the recording happens even when the truck is turned off?
Yeah, I understand the question. None of our customers are using the technology in that way. I've never heard of any.
Are you saying right now, under oath to us, that you know that there have never been a recording of a doctor's phone call in any of these trucks?
I said something different. I said, I am not aware of that, and I'm not aware of any of our customers using the technology in that way.
But you know that it's possible, but it's certainly possible.
It is theoretically possible, yes.
And also, if somebody called their union rep or their spouse or their child, that's also possible.
I have never heard or had any indication of anyone using the technology in that way.
Here's my concern. I know that this is not what you say your software is for, but isn't it true that an employer who wanted to find out who's trying to organize a union, or wanted to find out who has a health condition or who's about to have a kid, that it would be much easier to do if they had continuous AI-powered monitoring accessible to them? Wouldn't it be easier to do?
I don't see that being the case. You need to remember, like, these are extremely dangerous jobs and workplaces.
I want AI to make our jobs safer. Let me ask you this question: how many AI-powered continuous monitoring cameras do you have in your office for yourself?
For myself, in my office where I work, I am actually not aware. I hope that we have many cameras to keep the workplace safe.
I'm saying, do you have AI-powered cameras in your office? I don't.
I believe we do, yes. I believe we use our own products in our own office. I'm not completely sure, but I believe that's the case. And I hope that's the case to keep us safe.
So you hope that you have a camera with AI powered in your own office at all times?
Absolutely, yes. You need to understand, this is reversing trends when it comes to safety in a more impactful way than we have seen since the seat belts or the airbags. This is transformative technology.
Well, I will yield back with, after one more sentence, Chairman. I think that the vast majority of Americans would not tolerate having, especially folks that are CEOs or higher powered folks, 24/7 monitoring with AI capabilities. I want AI to be able to keep us safer, but I have not heard in this conversation any clear guardrails to keep it from being invasive. Thank you. I yield back.